What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the first installment on YouTube of the great tripleS deep dive, which we've started over on Patreon. Ever since the beginning of the year, towards the end of last year, we have been deep diving tripleS, going all the way back to the beginning and reacting to the Signal episodes, the introduction of each member into tripleS in order. And now over there, we've gotten up to the point of their original debut with the subunit Acid Angel from Asia with the Generation music video. So in keeping with the timeline, we're reacting to this music video on here as we this week just went up my reaction to the signals from when they dropped this and when they were doing all of the debut activities. So it's very exciting. This deep dive has been one of my favorite things I've done in all of reacting. So if you haven't checked it out yet and you're new here, I highly encourage you to go check it out. It is so much fun going all the way back to the beginning and seeing how this group was formed, and I've truly fallen in love with them so much. I discovered tripleS last summer before I started reacting, actually. I actually covered Girls Never Die, a dance cover, so if you want to check that out, you can. And I went to their concert too. So I've heard a lot of their discography, but I never watched the I never watched the music videos. So I reacted to the Girls Never Die music video before I started that reaction series. So that was like the real intro, but like this is like the first thing like really into the deep dive. And then I've reacted to their other comebacks as well, Baby Flower, all of the MSNZ comebacks, music videos, and performance videos. So those are all on my channel too. But like I said, hearing a song and then seeing the music video are two different experiences. So I think it's absolutely still worth coming back and seeing the music videos now, especially now that I have the eye of knowing all of the members so much more deeply. It feels so much more special. So long intro today, but it was important and it's so exciting to finally get to some music here. And I think I'll do listening parties on YouTube as well for each album as we go through this deep dive. Like I said, I have heard a lot of the songs, but for a lot of them, a lot of the B-sides, it's been a while since I've listened to them. And when I do listening parties, you know, it's a deeper listening experience. And like I really like have the chance to focus more on every part of the song. So I think that'll still be fun. Let me know down below if you want to see those. But let's get into this reaction. And like I said, Patreon, link down below for all of the lead up to here.
여기 봐봐. 왜 찍어?
Oh, this lighting, the filter, like the way that like the intro shot being normal filtered and then going into the music video filter, it just emphasizes it even more. Ooh. Okay, a little bit of nostalgic vibe going on. Oh, that styling. That, oh yeah. So good. The background vocals. Ooh, the makeup, that red, and then the sharp eyeliner. Oh, Heron with the lip ring. The snappy drum in this song is just so good. I love all the movement in these shots. Ooh, the neck isolation. The classic La La La's. It all started here. I like how these are all like in ordinary day scenery. That vocal there. everything. The Dark Angel rings wrapping around it is interesting. You young visuals always gonna go crazy. And tripleS in suits is always something I subscribe to. This is really interesting. There's a lot of parts here that I feel like are kind of similar that end up getting called back to in the Girls Never Die music video. A lot of imagery that we see again. Oh, is this a crystallized teaser at the end? Cute. Okay, this song, like I said, I've heard it before. It was actually, I think, the first song I ever listened to from tripleS. And honestly, I think it's my favorite debut of any group ever. This song is so freaking good. The instrumental, like that snappy drum, like I said, it's one of my favorite things in a song. I always like a song with some really nice crisp percussion. And like the la la la's, they're classic, they're catchy, they're such an earworm, but it's not an annoying earworm. It's one that you can't help but jam to every time. And the vocals, like the background vocals, the ad libs throughout this, they started off so strong. And it's crazy. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. I really do think this is like my favorite debut song of any group. It's just that good. I honestly, it might be my all time favorite tripleS song that I've heard so far, anyway. To be honest, I think it is. And then, like I said, this music video, I like how it's like ordinary girl scenes, but then they're extraordinary in the scene. They have all the focus on them. They're like their own style. They're doing their thing. I think it fits really well with like the tripleS concept, like the idol of all possibilities, like the kind of every girl feel that they have. Like they're all just like ordinary girls who then came into this 24 member group and became idols and are just rocking the world. So I feel like this concept, like having them in the school and then like leaving the school, then at home, in elevators and train stations, like normal, typical places to be, I think it fits that concept really well. And yeah, let's go through this again and get into all the details.
여기 봐봐. 아야 왜 찍어?
And like I said with this filtering, like you have just like the original lighting. Like this clip I think is most likely like unedited in terms of coloring. It might be like brightened up a bit, but just that's like natural light, natural sunlight, like whatever. And then you get the filter that comes in. It makes it like that much more striking. And it really sets the mood here. Like you get those blue tones over the white, and the glow of the sunlight. It's such like look at that difference. It's so much of a cooler tone. There's something else that I meant to say and I lost it. Maybe it'll come back. Can never get enough. And then obviously like the lots of social media inclusions, I think that goes again with their concept really well, like integrating the app and like the all of their reality content and social media content that grew them as a group for so long pre-debut. I think it was cool that they integrated that into this music video, and it's in a way that I don't think feels tacky. I think they integrated it well and transitioned it well, and like this is something that can easily cheapen a music video, and I don't think it does here. I think they did a good job of it. But like see that cool filter, there's like very much not too much color going on, and so then that red heart on the like button, it really stands out there. So like they're in the school, they're looking at the other version of themselves or like other people on the phone, and they want to be like that. So then they escape and they go realize their true potential. Like that snap, ooh, it's just so good. And like the low, like dragged out tone with like that little bit of vocal fry and never ending circles, like it builds up that tension as that drum comes in. It's just so good. But yeah, like see how that cool tone like really sets the mood here. It feels like Like very, very strict, almost a little bit stuffy, a little bit dark, a little bit dystopian with all their long dresses, the heads down. And like I said, that reminds me of like the beginning of the Girls Never Die music video. So I like that we end up getting those connections. Mod House is like very Galaxy Brain, I feel like. And so I think it's all very, very purposeful. They're always like 10 steps ahead of us. And I also like I like how like with the roof here, like it's very plain up here, so they add just like those branches and stuff just to keep a little bit visual interest there, since everything else is very textured. The texture of the concrete with the leaves, all of the dirt and stuff that's going on here, everything has a lot of texture. So if this was all just plain and didn't have that extra visual interest, it would kind of like look weird in the scene. And see, look at, as we enter this, you see how it brightened up? Look how cool tone this is. And then look at their skin. See the warm tones starting to come out, the yellows, the brighter, the warmer colors starting to come out in the leaves there, like as they escape, and that all that warmth, it starts to come back. That brightness and that light, they're reclaiming it. And then like these shots too that are like integrated in there with like a little bit more blur and then a little bit more like movement, like to look like they were shot by like you're the one that's running along with them. Again, I think that goes really well with the concept of like how all of this reality content kind of makes you feel like you're a part of the group with them and you're there with them. So again, that works really well in the music video too. And it adds that sense of nostalgia too. Like this lighting, the little bit of glare too. See that backlighting, that glow, their bright smiles, stunning. Ooh, and the way this perfect diagonal of the light cuts through right through the center of the scene, and then you have the framing, so the dark in front, and then the light comes through in the second layer of the scene. This shot is awesome. Ooh, and the way the diagonal line carries too. Like you have the diagonal line and then you have the staircase diagonal line that cuts through here. That transition, especially since there's like a really big color and background change through this. So that diagonal line, like, and the way the lighting is, like the light part being up here, the dark part being down there, just like it was over there. Like, oh, that is a masterful transition. See again those like blurry, like almost looking like they're taken on like a film camera. It just makes it feel like it's part of your nostalgia, your summertime fun memories when you were a schoolgirl type of thing. This styling eats. I love this. A lot of the music video, it's been like mostly like blacks and whites, and then there's pops of color just every so often. So again, you see that in the styling, the bright green here, and then Heron's blue and orange. Ugh. Heron has taken my number one bias spot, I think. Like, I just love her so, so much. Like, that's our baby genius. She is, like, main dancer. They're from, right from the beginning, number 2, because I'm I Hate Grace too. Oh my god, it was fate that she would become my number one bias. It makes sense. But yeah, I love this whole group. Like, this subunit is such a dream subunit for me. Like, Heron's dance, Nakyoung's vocals and performance aura, Yubin's performance aura, like both of their power together, and then like Heron's smoothness in the dance. Like, I feel like they contrast each other really well. And you got Yuyeon, just like her visuals, her personality, like, and then her vocals have improved a lot too, but she brings so much, and I think she's such a contrast to like Nakyoung, like their personalities. I feel like well, actually, not so much their personalities in real life, but like their performance personalities, I feel like are such a contrast. So when you put them together, it's like the perfect mix of like some softness and some edginess. See, there's that lighting change again. Like, see, look at this again. It's a little bit more muted, a little bit more cool toned. And then you come through here, it brightens up a lot. And also, I literally went off on such a tangent that I forgot to talk about the styling, which was why I had paused it here. I love the styling. Yuyeon's outfit, the black choker, the puffer vest, the like half gloves, and then the kind of edgy shirt. Oh, she looks amazing. And then again, this cropped hoodie, like with the tank, the like arm warmers, the bright white belt and bright white zipper to like build that contrast. And then Nakyung in the oversized hoodie, the headphones. Hers got some sparkle on it. It's just like totally her vibe. Heron in the beanie, the bright colors. I love it. It's like it's not like overdone type of styling where they like feel like they're super styled up. It's like casual, but like a step up with a little bit of attitude to it. And I love it. Like that, oh yeah. I love that so much. And see, again, that bright golden glow, all their smiles, so cute. Okay, this glare right here, this like orange greenish or like yellowish greenish glare, it ends up matching like pretty close to where the headphones ends up in this picture. So just notice that like transition through it. The Heron Nakyung moment, so cute. Besties from day one. And like the messy room, again, it feels kind of similar to one of the scenes from the Girls Never Die music video, especially with the pinks and blues that we saw a lot in that music video. But it's just like that every girl type of vibe. Like it makes them feel like approachable. It makes them feel relatable. So that really draws you in. This makeup, I absolutely love. Like that sharp thin eyeliner and then the like red that fades out around it, it's just so striking. And then the matching lip, a little bit of highlight just to add some boldness there, the gold chains, and then the two messy space buns, just perfect. Like the whole vibe they have, like they look super cool and stylish, but they don't look like out of reach or out of touch, you know? It doesn't look too polished, like to where it's not relatable, you know? And love the eye rhinestones. You guys know I'm a big lover of eye rhinestones, so I love to see that. And then this color palette is really interesting, like having the black and white color palette for like half the scenes, and then this one goes kind of more earthy with those neutral tones, those olive greens, those like orangey browns. So it keeps it neutral, but in like a totally different vibe than the more black and white scenes. But the pops of color remain that same color, like this bright orange we see pretty often throughout, and a bright blue too appear a lot through the music video, even though the palettes of the two neutral sides are totally different. So it just adds like some contrast to the video while still keeping it all within a similar color story. I love this moment here. Like Yuvin's little eye roll to the side, so much attitude, and then just that little neck isolation. And see, again, just adding scenes like this where people come in, and it gives like that everyday girls just creating content, dancing, having fun in their daily lives. And I love this. I always love a formation, like when there's a 4-member group or unit and they do that square formation, it always hits for me. Like, I don't know what it is about it, but I always love it. Like, I've seen it with like SHINee and Don't Call Me, Girl Set and Little Miss. It's always gonna do it for me. And then I love the movement of the train that you get through the reflection there. It's like it's such a nice shot. Like you got the reflections of the girls and their shadows too, and then the train that comes by, and the train moves this way, and then the next shot you have the camera moving this way. It just really pleasing to my eye. And then like so you have the camera rotate and then the girls rotate. Ooh. Like that little bit of humor, it just adds like I said, that feeling of not being so overly polished that they feel like unreachable. And I like that vibe. Because like they still feel like super cool girls, but then you add in those like little scenes, you add in the like more handmade camera shots for the nostalgia type of vibe and like the vibe that you're there. So they never lose the cool girl vibe, but it feels like an approachable cool girl vibe. And then again, like more of the reflections here, I really like after having the reflections in the train scenes, and then you get some of these too. Just really good transitions, really good connections between each shot. Like it's just so funny, and like I like the symbolism. Like you're out there like doing your thing, living your life, like being the cool girls, but real life is always still gonna try and come in and kill your vibe, but you can't let it dim your light. You can't let it dim your smiles. You've smile is so cute, especially. And see, there's those pops of orange, the orange juice, the orange strap of the bag, like just all those little things to keep the color scheme consistent and keep it visually interesting in those ways and have those pops. Ooh, these transitions and that vocal, ooh, it hits for me every single time. I love the lighting in here. But like these transitions are great. The lighting changes, so like each frame, the light is coming from a different angle there. Then it darkens, brightens again. Then you got the camera following them. Again, those switching lights. Like these are all just one frame. And then we go through the cosmos almost, like the stars. Cosmos, get it? And then open into this scene, which is crazy. You have those like black angel or crow wings, which is that similar imagery we end up seeing in Girls Never Die later. So, like I said, this build-up, like this lore, the connections. Madhouse on Galaxy Brain. They're playing a giant chess game with us, and this kind of looks like a chessboard. So it all adds up. But just crazy. But let's hear the vocal one more time because and then like that extra instrumental layer comes in too, right as the vocal hits the peak, and it's just like you just feel enlightened. I just ascend every time. I literally have goosebumps. I played it like 4 times in a row. Like it should be old by now, and it never does get old. And like the feathers coming through, creating that foreground and background action, and then having them not just be black but have like the white reflections of the light on them too, just adds some more texture. And then like I said, tripleS in suits, yes, it's gonna hit every time. Like you hear those ad-libs? And I like this eye makeup too. We've gone a little bit bolder here. This is like a more kind of editorial type of look, with all the studs and the suits and everything, and the background too, now that we're not in the real world anymore. So this really bold like eye makeup, like kind of smoky here, and that just really accentuates Nakyung's sharp features, which I love so much. So she looks amazing in that bold black and white, of course. And then another function like of the crow angel, whatever's going on, whatever that is, whatever you interpret it as in the background. Another purpose like of those wings, like I said, and a lot of the scenes before, we've had like reflections or movement of trains, cars, people in the backgrounds. If we just went into this scene where it's more clean lines and clean backgrounds, and if it was just plain black with no movement, it would feel so out of place in the music video. So keeping the movement and like all of the lighting differences, the textures and the shadows and the highlights that you get with the feathers, and then having that foreground background action with the layers of the flying feathers, it adds enough interest visually to keep this consistent with the rest of the video. Like, can you imagine if we went from like the messy room scenes into this and there was no feathers on the scene, no crow wings in the background, it was just plain black, plain white? It would look totally wrong. It would feel like two different music videos. So having that visual stimulation there in those different ways helps keep this consistent. The facials, that little wink. It's been so fun watching her stage presence grow, like from like entering from My Teenage Girl with no idol experience, being one of the oldest idols to debut in 5th gen. She's actually a year older than I am, which is crazy. It's just so cool to see. I love seeing idols debut older. I've loved seeing her confidence grow so much, from being so introverted when she first got to the house to finally opening up and just like hitting her full potential. The camera work has been really good too. It's been a lot of movement in the camera work, but it's all been really smooth. It never gets dizzying. It never, like, it's always smooth other than the shots that are like intentionally not smooth. So I really appreciate that. Those shots are just cool. And then we get our little crystal eyes teaser. And back in the same elevator, but totally different vibe with the styling there. Oh, they all look so cute. But that will come up soon. Probably in like maybe a month or so from now, I expect we'll get around to this point. I'm not quite sure how much we have to get there. But yes, come along, join the journey with us on Patreon, the great tripleS deep dive. As far as I know, no reactor has ever gone this deep into tripleS's journey. Like I said, from day one, all of the signals from member 1 to member 24, we're going to do them all. We're going to go through the whole discography along with it, and it is so much fun. There's no other group that has content and like a full, like practically documentary like this. So it's just been, I've really enjoyed getting to know all of them. Like, I'm wave down now. Those are my girls. Like, I love them so much. And yeah, I think it's just really cool how they were all introduced in such unique ways pre-debut, in a way where you really, with a 24-member group, it can be so overwhelming, which, like, if you watch back my concert vlog from when I first got into them, I was so overwhelmed. But now going through it, it's like, you really can get to know each member of the 24-member group, and you can't help but to love every single one of them. They all have their unique charms, and they're all so special and so talented. And I'm so glad we have them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and check out Patreon. Link is down below. There's a tripleS folder on there where you can find all of the reactions, so you can subscribe, or you can also purchase individually certain episodes if you just want to see like your biases episodes or something. But I recommend coming along for the whole journey, and we'll be watching the performance video for this over on Patreon as well on Friday, and then listening party probably coming soon if you guys want, and I hope you do. So comment down below all your thoughts, smash like, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see lots more waves on here soon.